What's up, Sagittarius? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead, starting April 14th, 2025. Sagittarius, I hope all is well. The deck that I'm using will be listed in the description box. We're just going to cleanse the energies here from doing Scorpio's messages for the week, and we shall begin your messages. Welcome any new subscribers. I definitely appreciate you. And I just, made mention to in Scorpio's video, Libra's video. I didn't do it in the other videos that I already posted. Yeah, we gotta try to get these numbers up here for my channel because I'll be making another announcement if regarding the status of the channel and what I want to do moving forward. I don't ever want to say that I feel that I'm wasting my time. I actually enjoy doing these videos for you guys, but I'm producing more videos than I'm getting, any types of interactions or subscriptions and stuff. So that's a lot of energy for me, and I feel that I have to, at some point, even though the channel is, this new channel here is slowly but surely ticking up with subscribers and whatnot. I need to get more subscribers. So I feel that if, we don't, then I have to really, really consider about what to do with this channel moving forward. But anyway, that might be at a later date. But what's coming up here for Sagittarius? What is the energy here for Sagittarius? Potential energy for Sagittarius. All right, so we're going to cut the deck, Sagittarius, and we're going to begin your messages. When I started this new channel, I thought maybe the the intent was, to push more subscribers because the other channel was just flatlined on me. No new subscribers coming through, and whatever YouTube did with this whole turnabout really affected me and impacted me. And it's not just me, it's other excuse me, content creators that I knew that were struggling as well. So like I said before, at some point I have to come to some sort of decision about what I'm going to do with the future of this channel, because it's just not yeah, I'm just not getting the feedback that I feel that I should. But anyway, we're going to start off the first card for you, Sagittarius, and we're going to not reading reversals. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles here could be for any Sagittarius that I'm reading for in terms of a promotion, pay raise, bonus money. It's the boss in the workplace environment. It's the creditors. So ask out for any favors, then those favors will be granted. Money and resources looking strong for you. Now this could be where you are right now moving into next week, that your financial situation is on solid ground, because this is an actual person here. And if it's not your energies, these people are usually good money handlers, very dependable, reliable, stable, true to self, but they are actually nurturers and caretakers, never come across stingy or selfish, always willing to help out. And it doesn't always have to involve the use of money or exchange of money. All right, so that is the Queen of Pentacles. Following the Queen of Pentacles, now we have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords here just simply means that there's something around you that's coming to an end. A new energy is about to open up. Now, for some of you, following that money card could be the end of financial worries, right? Or it could be maybe there were some problems going on within the workplace environment, and that involve your employer, your supervisor, manager. That's coming to an end. If it is not that energy, then it could be for some Sagittarians that I'm reading for, that somebody, if not you, preparing for inpatient or outpatient surgical procedures. And the Ten of Swords always gives me the impression that it's going to be painful, but it's the card that offers relief from that pain and recovery. Following the Ten of Swords, now we have the Ten of Cups. 2 tens in a reading, definitely right off the bat, is very auspicious energy. So feeling good, celebrating. This could be going to parties, events, Birthdays, anniversaries, someone could be getting married here. Even number of cups, Sagittarius, emotionally, what you're putting out there this week possibly could be what's coming back to you in return. Following the 10 of cups, and also too, because you have the 10 of cups, it's in a group of cards that I always say if it shows up in your spread, then you are already could be receiving, getting some sort of benefits from your family members, your friends, your romantic partners, could be co-workers as well, right? In terms of emotional satisfaction, fulfillment, contentment, happiness. Up next down, we have the Four of Cups. This is in the form of socializing for some of you again, like the Ten of Cups, celebrations, birthdays, anniversaries, spending good quality time with significant others, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's romantic partners. And some of that celebrating could be taking place outside in diners or restaurants. All right, that's the Four of Cups. Following the Four of Cups, now we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is charging through. He's faced in the past in this particular deck. And, I've been saying, and it's just me, Sagittarius, that if it is anything related to your recent past, okay? That's why he's faced in the past, because it may be relating to something that you move forward towards this week that you're going to take care of. Charging through, always making sure you're in alignment with your own thought processes and your energies here. Nothing's going to prevent you or prevail you from, doing whatever it is that's necessary for you to do. That would be the Knight of Swords, using your analytical mind as opposed to your emotions to trip you up. Mirrors over here to the the Queen of Swords, or maybe for some Sagittarians, a work related matter, something that you have to do in terms of a work related matter. It might be a business related matter. Okay. All right. So, following the Knight of Swords here for you, Sagittarius, we have the Hangman, the major arcana, and this is just neutral energy. I always regard the Hangman as neutral energy, as well as the Hermit. Things, sitting on the fence, air suspension about something, but the Hangman only comes through to remind you any actions or decisions, that would be the Knight of Swords, that you have to undertake or, forego this week here. Make sure that you are taking your time, okay, before you move too fast, and then, having to move too fast and, having some sort of regrets. All right. So you don't want to deal with any regrets or having to deal with regrets. Take your time. Don't rush through. Next up is the King of Swords. Here's the card of actions and decisions, just like the Knight of Swords. Very determined. Okay. Whatever it is that you're about to do, Sagittarius, the King of Swords could be indicated that it's something that's going to be calculated or something that's cold in terms of attempt, whatever that energy may be. But he's sitting there, already gathered his information, just waiting to strike with that sword. Following that, we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is a card that represents recognition. So it could be some sort of small pay raise coming in your way through your employer, or there's some sort, it's usually a completion of a goal or a project. If it's outside of the workplace environment, maybe there's something that you worked on in terms of completion. You may be thanking yourself, congratulating yourself, whether you were in collaboration with others or not, whether it was in the workplace environment or outside of it. Also, you may be introduced to somebody new. And then also, too, I always assign workplace love affairs and attractions with the Three of Pentacles. Up next is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is new information, new conversations, Sagittarius, that can take place with new people, new conversations that could take place with existing people. And when it comes to that information, I'm just saying information that you may receive from the television, radio, reading the newspaper, however you access information, getting your information. And that's not something that I would overly concern myself about with, because I'm just telling you that's how I read the Page of Swords, is just, receiving information. Now, if the card was read in the reverse, then I would say all that information that you are trying to access or receive, you have to pay attention to it, cipher it out, because it could be very misleading. However, also moving forward with the Page of Swords, it could be someone who is taking up some sort of interest or like and checking you out. They could be checking you out through social media. All right, whatever your social media energies are. This could be a friend, a neighbor, or a coworker. Next up, we have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords here represents those things from the past, at least people from your past that you have already disconnected yourself from, whether it's, distance yourself from family members, could be platonic friends, and then also to exes. Using your best judgment, be concerning about a reproach of these individuals. Now, they may not be physically around you at this time, but the energy is here in terms of lingering, so they may come through. And just know that they have not resolved any conflicting energies here, Sagittarius. They're not going to add anything new or bring anything to the table or the plate. They're still conflicted. If it is not that energy, Sagittarius, that you deal with in terms of the Seven of Swords expression, then it could be that there's some material things that you thought you lost, misplaced, put down, returning. Okay, so that could be what I'm seeing as well. Additional messages here for you is the Hierophant. So there is protection that is definitely guarding you and watching over you this week. This card represents teaching and learning. So pay attention to any types of spiritual epiphanies, enlightenment. um it could be on the job training for someone. So the Hierophant is here to offer guidance and protection. Pay attention to any angelic numbers that you see on a repetitive basis. Then we have the major arcana, the Hermit. This is neutral energy again. So the light, always a clear perspective. So moments alone, wanting to detach your energy temporarily to figure something out, possibly. If it is not, you just want to be you know, spend some time alone. It could be just, catching up, reading a book, having to meditate, whatever it is. All right. If you have to do some soul searching, whether it's a heavy scale or not, the light always says that you will come out with the clear answer, the best perspective moving forward, whatever the energy may be for you. All right, so the last card here for you, Sagittarius, we finish up with the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is actually a card of gift giving and charity, but it still would represent pay raises coming through. Also, too, it could be representing apologies that may be coming through as well from anyone who, may have handed you a slight in your recent past. It's balanced energy, so when it comes to that, apology is forthcoming, then you accept it. So that's the even number of pentacles. You may be giving someone a gift this week, a Sagittarius, as well as someone giving you a gift. All right, this is what I have for you this week, Sagittarius. Remember, it's just me interpreting these messages here. Always take what's going to work for you, but please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back to get more of these messages from me, Sagittarius, and I'll be talking to you soon. Ciao.